Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the TeSys Tera Training. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can control our TeSys Tera over ModbusTcp. So let's go to the presentation first. So what we have here is the first thing that we need to do is to configure the Ethernet port on the TeSys Tera, otherwise it will not work. Okay, we need to know that. And then we have many things to do. Okay, so after you have configured the Ethernet port, what we need to understand is that we have different ways to control the device, okay, and different sources. Okay, so for example, in this case, if you go to the parameter list, then go to the starting function and starting settings, you should be able to see this list. That basically we have all the different parts for the start and stop of the TeSys Tera. Okay, so what we need is to identify the sources to make this kind of actions. In this case, for example, if you want to have the communication as the main one, then you just need to select communication over here on the start. The same can be applied for the stop. So you can send the start command from communication and the stop command through communication. Okay, then you have the possibility to select in which of these mode you want it. Okay, now the other thing is you need to probably specify the mode selection. The mode selection basically will be the one that allows you to define which one of these you need to select: local 1, local 2, local 3, or remote. That's something that you need to check. Okay, which is going to be the one you need to. So on the communication, on the mode selection, so on the device we have one specific register that allows us to control it, which is the 705, which is this register. So here you can see that we have the bit 0 is going to be the one for forward, the bit 1 is going to be for reverse, and we also have these two, okay, this one and this one, that are related for the mode selection. The mode selection is going to be the one that we have here, the mode selection. If I use the mode selection as a digital input or none, it's okay. The local one is going to be the one that's going to be using. Okay, if you want, for example, to have one for the communication and the other one for the digital inputs, then what you need to do is to change this. Okay, probably the safe would be to have the over here probably communication and then remote as a local DI or DHMI, and use the mode selection as the digital input probably or the HMI. So in that case, if the communication with the PLC fails, you have still the control, just have a switch over there to change, and that's it. So I'm just going to show you how it works, don't worry. So what we need to understand is that with these two bits, bit 2 and 4, we have the possibility to select. So basically it's a table. I believe I done it in another one. It's like a table. So this is going to be selection 1, this one is selection 2, and this one is selection 1. This is the number 2, just in case. So we have the combinations, the logical combinations. So when this one is 0, it's going to be the local 1. When this one has true, it's going to be the remote. This one is local 2, and this one is going to be local 3, which are the different combinations that we have from here. Okay, so in my case, what I'm going to do is to show you how to control this using something standard. Okay, so I'm going to open the ModScan first. Let me just see if I can pull this. Okay, so I have the TeSys Tera with me here, the demo. So at the moment, let's see the actual configuration. Just open some move. First, I'm going to try to communicate with this little one. Another window, hopefully. Just okay here. So I'm going to edit the communication. This one is the IP address because I use DHCP in this case. Yes. Traitor automation 1. I'm going to retrieve the configuration and then we can play with this unit. Just want to show you that in this particular case, I already configured as a communication as shown on the presentation. So basically, I should be able to control it. I'm going to, let's just wait for that one to, I'm going to open this third-party software on the other screen and I'm going to show you. So here you can see that I have this communication is already selected. Okay, and communication also. So the main one, if I haven't selected anything on the mod selection, a bit 2 and 4, then it's going to be that one. If I change, then it's going to be the remote. It's going to be this one, local and HMI. So settings, you probably saw here, Ethernet, DHCP. Okay, but I'm going to disconnect from here now and use this little software here. So basically this is the one I'm going to use as a third-party software to communicate to the TeSys Tera. Okay, so here you can see that I have an LED that indicates local and remote. Okay, so what I'm going to do to change that. First, I'm going to make this run. So this one's going to be 1. The address is going to be 705. Holding register and 2.5. So connection, connect. Okay, it's connected. So bit 0, as is mentioned there, bit 0 is the one that allows me to, let's see, I put this one here. Bit 0 is the one that allows me to run the motor. Okay, and then the bit 12 is the one that's going to be stop it. So bit 0 and 12. You can see it's running. And if I stop this, it's not going to stop because I need a bit 12. You can see now it's stop. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is to change the source. So at the moment, if I press the start, it's not going to do anything. And in the display, you should be, if you have a display, you should be able to see something like, let me just check it again. Start error not access. It means that that operation is not enabled you because the source is in the communication. So now what I'm going to do is to change the communication source to be HMI or the input. So this one should change to the other position. So remember this list that I showed you before. So I just need to change this one, bit 2, and it changed. Okay, so it changed the remote. So now if I try to send a command to run, it will not run. Okay, and I can see here it's a start error not access, which is fine. So now I should be able to use the button. Okay, and stop it from the button too. There we go. Okay, so I changed that. So now what I'm going to do is to select the local. As soon as I press update, you should be able to see this LED changing from the position. There we go, it changed. So now if I press this one, it will not work. Okay. And now if I use this one, run, and then with this one, it will stop. Okay. Simple as that. Okay. So this is how you can easily control the TeSys Tera. Okay. You just need to know the memory address 705, but there are other things on the 705 that allows you to reset other things. You also have the 706 address that will clear some of the register, will reset some of the commands on running operation. Okay, but it's just the basic one related to how to start and stop, and also how to change the source. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.